That's a good idea, actually.
I mean, I'm going to do that, and then I have to crop that, and then do other things. Actually, can I take a screenshot of it? You know what?
You want me to put my starting soon text up? You can screenshot.
I,
Here, let me put the ghost on the screen so that it's not just all my piles of paint.
Piles of paint are good. I like piles of
I got creative a while back, and I built a paint rack out of PVC pipes. I
Ooh.
paint.
I took the bottles to Home Depot and to the the PVC pipe section, and I just kept like sliding them into each pipe to see which one it like fit like perfectly. And then it was like, okay, and a 15-foot cost me like $9. So I was like, done.
Ooh.
So I got that, and I cut it down to 1.5 inch lengths, and then I used PVC cement and just stacked them all up and everything. One big like 65 paint bottle thing, and then I put a wire mesh on the back so they wouldn't push through, and spray painted the whole thing black, like
Ah.
matte black.
That's
And
pretty cool.
it came out super nice. Unfortunately, I ran out of space. So
I was
got
gonna
another
say,
one.
have you run out of room yet?
yes, so I ended up buying 2 wooden racks, and then I didn't like how they were, so I sanded them and stained them, and then polyurethane them.
Nice.
So it came out nice. I was proud of it. Do do
Oh
do.
my goodness.
We're just getting started. Still setting up.
My paint rack is actually, I was at a flea market and I found 2 vintage Coca-Cola totes.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Ooh.
I can fit like 3 or 4 of my tubes of my like little tubes of oil paint in them, in each one, and so I can color code them and everything. It's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Cool thing.
I'll just have a tub. Well, actually, no. It's actually a. Hang on, you're gonna get a kick out of this. It's a knitted chicken.
That is very on
It's like
brand.
It is, yeah. It's like a
Oh, that's
knitted
cool.
chicken bag,
That's so cute.
Oh my
and I can
gosh,
stuff
that's
it full of paints.
adorable.
It doesn't fit all of them, but it's cute.
That's really cool.
Fantastic. I never use acrylic paint, so this is gonna be really interesting.
Right?
It's like, I'm going super far out of my wheelhouse here because I'm doing like, I'm forcing myself not to do anything too symmetrical and using oil paint or using acrylic paint and doing just line work. This is a non-typical Casey art thing.
Hmm.
It'll look good.
Half the fun with art is just exploring what works, what doesn't work, and having fun along the way. So,
Exactly.
Of course.
You're 100% right, Justin. Justin, do you have a Twitter or a tweeter?
I do. I hardly ever use it.
Okay, never mind.
I'll say I like never touch it. It's for lurking purposes only.
Oh, okay.
And
I was gonna
reacting to
say it's
them.
probably for the best.
Yeah, like reacting to the best memes of like I'm into Wheel of Time right now. I'm loving the memes.
Oh my gosh, Melissa is watching the heck out of that show.
I'm reading the books. There's 14 of them suckers. They're
14
long.
books.
Yeah, there's 14 books. They're all, let's see, I do audiobook, and they're about, one of them I think I remember at 1.5 speed was 40 hours.
Woo.
So they're hefty. They're good, but they're hefty.
I might have to get her those as a surprise.
I'm on book 12, and I'm like, things are just like starting to ramp up, but I'm like, I guess, I feel like we could have ramped up 6 books ago, but they call it the slug for the reason.
True. I like the show so far.
It's so good. I got one of my friends into it, and we just binged it like in 2 separate weekends. I was like, "So you're ready for the next season?" And then I've just sat there and like had to explain everything to her constantly. She's like, "Wait, I thought." I'm like, "No, no, no. Like, I have way too much knowledge about this."
So just to show you all what I'm attempting to try and mimic, I put it in the general chat in the Discord, just to show kind of like what it looks like. Is there a
Ooh.
very similar to that? And I'll show
Ooh,
chat
I
too.
like that. Are you gonna add like the moss?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
I got all the moss and everything. I bought out Joanne Fabrics before they closed.
I was like,
Right?
rip to Joanne.
So this is what I'm attempting to do, chat, right here. Is mimic this with the weathered, moss-covered ghost with a butterfly on it. The butterfly is on a piece of grass, but I'm not going to fit that in the terrarium thing, so
That's not as much fun.
no. But
Oh, I had to cut my ghost for it to fit. He's
Oh,
missing
did you?
his little nubs. Yeah,
oh,
Not as
in the
nubs.
back.
I measured excessively.
Oh, I didn't.
And I'm like, okay, let me see this base, that base. Okay, yep, nope, okay, that'll work. This won't work. And I finally found one that'll fit it like perfectly. It's a little somewhat tight, but it works. So it's like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm happy with this, and it cost me $9. So, and I can show chat. I don't know how much I can move it around, but so that's the inside of the base right there.
Ooh.
So
Ooh,
I have
that's cool.
like 5 different mosses. I got it all built up. I got wood in there. There's dirt, actual dirt and stuff. Like it's built
Okay,
up.
y'all are all
So
doing
after
way cooler than I was planning. If I'd known we were doing all this, I would have thought through so many other projects.
I mean, when
Yeah,
you
I got some terrain as well. Got my little fake grasses and stuff.
you went the extra mile with that. Like you built that base up like by hand. Like I used
I did.
this stuff. I cut it all down and everything, but you literally built it all up.
Terraformed
Yeah,
that thing.
She did. Like she was sending pictures last night,
Homeboard.
and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, no, I do this for a lot of D&D related things, so it wasn't too much. Like I literally have a baggie full of foam chunks from the last diorama I did for our epic pirate ship battle,
Oh,
and
that's
I was
cool.
just pulling stuff from here. Like, oh yeah, no, I can use that, sure. But
Totally.
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I love building terrain so much.
Yeah, you are very good at it. So good.
I'm
that-
not.
Yeah, you say that, but I've seen what you've built, and I know if I nudge you enough, you'll show it off.
Hold please.
She built like an entire tabletop
I did.
of a terrain for a D&D game that is like a ship battle.
Oh,
That's
that's
super
super cool.
It's insanely detailed.
Let me find it. It's in my car right now. I don't want to bring it in, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
no.
and find the photo.
Yeah, a photo is more than enough. hold my beer. I'll be right back. Comes back with 3 sections and it's like, I don't think I can get my camera to fit this, but other than that, hello chat. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining us for a really, really special mindful painting night. We're doing something really, really special. We're all painting ghosts from the Destiny franchise. As you can see from the overlay and everything, make your own ghost shells. So each of us have our own ghost, and we're all each doing something different and just having a lot of fun with it tonight. And I am accompanied by some amazing individuals, all more amazing than me. Right up in the top left of your screen, you got Bird Ninja right there, one of our ambassadors and community artists and just all around fun person who has lots of chickens that you might see one if you're lucky.
You might hear one. I'm
I was
not.
gonna say you might hear one.
As I
I'm
say
not
that,
gonna lie.
as I see
I
that, a
thought that.
digital chicken walks out on the bottom of her monitor.
Oh yeah.
I
What?
thought that was just a tone on your phone or something. I didn't realize you had actual
No.
chickens. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
fun.
Yeah, she has actual. And then the exceptionally talented and makes me jealous every time she turns her camera on, Casey Rue, wonderfully talented artist who's joining us tonight. That I was really excited. I popped into one of your streams and I'd love to do something. I'm like, mindful painting night. You're like, yeah. It's
Oh,
like I have
yeah.
this idea, and you're like, yes. I was
Anything
really
art,
excited.
yes. Always yes.
I was super pumped for it, and thank you so much for being here and doing this. I can't wait to see everybody's ghosts. They're all going to
Thank
be
you so
awesome.
much.
And then
Thank
in the
you for
bottom,
inviting me.
oh yeah, of course, you're welcome anytime. In the bottom right, we have Justin, one of our advisory board members and development team members, and all around just awesome, awesome individual. He's also a art therapist.
Yeah.
Which we're going to dive into that conversation tonight a little bit. And thank you so much for coming on and painting ghosts with us. I was,
Thanks for having us.
oh, absolutely. I was like, I wonder if Justin would be able to do this. I'm like, you're so busy all the time, and I'm like, I hate bothering you. I'm like, this would be so cool. And you're like, yeah, I'd love to. It's like, I'm sending it to you. I'm sending the ghost to you before you can say no.
Oh no, I love doing stuff like this. It's a great excuse to sit down and paint.
Absolutely. And then I am Joe. I'm the executive director of Guardians Mental Health and amateur paint guy, and that's about it. But thank you so much for joining us for this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. If you have any questions, anything like that, feel free to ask them anytime. I would love to chat with everybody in the chat, as well as we have something also really special. Just yesterday, working with Bungie Studios, dropped the Mental Health at Bungie emblem in support of Guardians Mental Health. So you can see there is a nice little emblem icon at the bottom. We are giving away 3 emblems tonight. So throughout the night as we go on, or whenever one of the other 3 say, how is that emblem giveaway coming along? We will give away an emblem. So tune in with us, hang out, and you could be going home with a brand new awesome emblem that goes to support mental health awareness during Stress Awareness Month, this month, all April long, as well as representing or repping mental health awareness in the Destiny community in game with other Guardians. It's really special to us and special to a lot of people. I actually got tears. I had tears yesterday when I saw it in game. Not even being on the receiving end, working, for Guardians Mental Health, but just the fact of being a Guardian in the community since Beta D1, and then wanting a mental health emblem to represent in game for so long, and then actually seeing it. I was overwhelmed with emotion. I had to go into hiding, and I ate an entire bag of blue corn tortilla chips. Yeah, while watching Bounty Hunter, or Bountyman, the new Kevin Bacon show, which, oddly enough, is pretty good. It's got R.I.P.D. vibes all over it, if you've ever seen that movie.
God, it's been years, but yeah, I've seen that movie.
I swear it's right in the same wheelhouse. But it
Can't
was a
go
lot
wrong
of
with
fun.
Kevin Bacon.
I know, right? He was back, and I was all excited. I'm like, watch, he's gonna footloose right anywhere at this point, and he did a little bit. All right, so I'm going to drive. I don't know how to attack this, but we're
Well,
gonna.
you've got it primed, so that's a start.
Yeah, that's.
And the primer looks amazing.
Thank you. I should just put it in the thing right now and just call it good and be like, y'all should catch up.
Seriously. That primer is killer. You did a great job.
Wow, thank you. It's amazing what you can do with an aerosol can. So I'm looking at this. It's really, really weathered. There's a little bit of a glow on the inside. I'm trying to do like a bluish metallic for the eye to kind of give that kind of like digital look. And while I do that, I'm probably going to throw down. I did pick up this paint, and we're going to see how this is with the dry brush. We're going to see how this goes. As I put on some different music.
Joe, do we want to set up the stream together thing or nah?
Oh, I can. I just forgot. Sorry.
I forgot to.
Um.
I'll hit the knock button.
Okay. Accept.
And then just be sure to hit the mute button in that little window.
It's already.
Oh yeah,
There
we're
it
good.
goes.
Oh nope, perfect.
I'm gonna mute audio too. And then there's something for the chat too, correct?
Oh yeah, there's a shared chat thing.
Right
How do we do that?
there. I think it's all set up already. Looks like it's good.
Sweet.
Understandable reaction? Yeah, it was. It was very overwhelming, and the initial campaign, goal was 10,000, which is absolutely incredible, and it has since tripled since then. So
That's insane.
now
That's
it is.
crazy.
Yep, it is over $30,000 now, and
That's
that
awesome.
goes directly to support Guardians Mental Health and all of our efforts and initiatives here that are all focused on helping provide individuals with meaningful resources and tools in order to help them along their own mental health journey. With exercises, breathing techniques, next step, crisis resources, as well as tools as well with sensory items, mindful activity books with mindful coloring and activities, pens, journals, physical reminder bracelets, and so much more. Sensory strips, there's so much in each kit. And we're actually relaunching the Destiny-focused mental health kits in a very short weeks, actually. We are just waiting for the last few materials to come in, and then we will be shipping those out. And I'm really excited for that. Really excited. It's been so long since we've put them out that it's really exciting to do that.
Yeah, it's been like
especially
2
for this.
years, right?
Yep. We did do a short run of them a little over a year ago. I think we only did 100 of them. And it was for an event. And after that, we haven't. We focused on our main mental health kits. And then shortly after, we started development on the veteran focus kit, the esports kit, and then now the tabletop and mindful painting kits. Which now we're starting to get feedback from individuals who have received our mindful painting kits, and it has been fantastic to hear back from people. Somebody actually made a TikTok like unveiling, like box opening of it, and I couldn't watch it. I had to look away. But I did post it for everybody else on the team to look at, and it's like, here's the video. I'm gonna look away now.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see. And I do have to get some videos from a few people still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One's in this room with us. No.
Oh shit. The minis. Yep. Yeah, you're
You're like,
right.
oh
No, they're right
yeah?
here
Oh
actually.
wait. You're right.
Wait a second. No, you're right. I have it right here. They're
Sushi, thank you
primed.
so much for the follow. Yep, and it's been fantastic to see with the mindful painting kits. I have one right here just to show. I don't have it open. This one's actually taped and ready to go. Like it's ready to go to a very special individual to start painting. And inside these, this is our brush and shield initiative. So inside each of these mindful painting kits, you will have all the necessary supplies and resources to start painting miniatures and utilizing them in therapeutic ways and for self-care. So inside you'll find miniatures donated by Games Workshop. So you'll either get a Space Marine or a bird, help me with it. What are they? Stormcaster. Yep. And then also a full set of 6 different paints from our friends at Turbo Dorks, paintbrushes from Game Envy, as well as collapsible water cups, brush holders, pop bubble pads to be used as wet palettes or as palettes for your paint, miniature holders, printed resources on utilizing miniature painting for self-care, utilizing tabletop gaming for mental health, as well as breathing exercises and other fantastic resources as well. And I set this all up so we can spy on everybody and see everybody painting all at the same time. So we can do a small videos and big ones at the same time. I sat in here this afternoon setting this up. I was thinking the ambassador battles, and then I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could do something similar for this. Turns out I can. But yes, it's absolutely incredible, and all of the support and everything. Just seeing people's reactions on social media to the emblem, but also sharing their own journeys on social media and opening up has been really, really heartwarming and amazing. And I know the team over at Bungie are absolutely blown away and just so grateful that this emblem and campaign is having such a positive impact on so many people in the community. So it's fantastic. Plus we have something really special coming later this month too. It just got a green light. We do. It's not for everybody, and it doesn't include me, but I get to pick some people, and it involves PvP. I'm not a good PvP player. What is PvP? Let me find anyone. Just let me run in front. When I get, wiped, you could just, you could take them out. We'll do a divide and conquer. Perfect. Yep, that is the technical term. I'm a Titan too. I went in. I had one of our ambassadors. I just got out of a meeting with Cookie Brigade, and they're like, "Joe, you want to play some PvP?" I'm like, sure, I have not played in a very long time, but sure, I'll jump in. It was competitive, and I was not aware of that, and I got absolutely smoked. I'm like, dude, why is this so hard? And it's like, oh, Joe, this is competitive play. I'm like, why would you do this to me? Like, you can't go into like the layup menu, like give Joe an easy, no, okay. But I've been really liking this new expansion. It's so cool being on the Dreadnought. There isn't.
One person is focused, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can fix that. I know what it is. But in the meantime, we'll go to the big one. Thank you so much, chat. It's a learning curve, okay? I'm sorry. I'd never claimed to be good at this. No.
I think also Sock, I'm a Sock Monkey, was asking if he could drop some of the emblem codes in chat. I think he stocked up and bought a bunch of them. So if that's okay with everybody, I think he was gonna drop a couple for whoever's quickest in chat.
Really, Sock?
That's really nice of you.
That's very nice.
10 of them? Oh my
10 of
gosh.
them.
Thank you so much for the support.
I think that's how many he bought today, because I know he bought a bunch yesterday too.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can't thank you enough for all the support. Yeah, go right ahead, Sock. If that's what you want to do, we're not going to tell you no. All right, chat, there you go. Rapid fire. There's a couple to start off with. Go ahead.
Oh boy. Go, 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 go.
That's incredibly generous of you, Sock. Thank you so much for the support and, putting those in chat. That is so cool. I'll honestly say I've never seen that before.
This is a very, very generous person, I will say. Whenever there's any charity emblems, he always buys up a bunch of them and drops them in chat for people.
That's so nice. Usually I will buy a couple myself too, depending, not even depending on what cause it is, just depending on like what part of the campaign it is. But I usually always pick up at least 2 or 3. I usually never redeem them, so I usually give them away every time. But man, that's so cool of you. Hey Jonesy, what's going on? Alright, I'm getting to a point where I don't know, I should have left him on the hook thing for now, just so I can do this dry brushing on here.
Oh yeah, I am doomed. This guy's locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? We're doing it.
We are. And it's going to take a couple coats for this to get the streaks and everything out of it. This is going to come out real smooth, and then I'll start doing battle damage and stuff.
Yeah, no. This has been so much fun.
I know I'm having a hard time just staying focused because I keep looking at the screen at everybody else's, and I'm like, everybody's is looking so cool, and mine's just like a streaky gray. Like,
you gotta start
trust the
somewhere.
process.
It's just the
Like,
base.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the kindergartner or
In
kindergarten.
grad school, I had a teacher that every time I'd ask a question, she'd just say, trust the process. And I started hating that phrase. And as I've gone
Oh no.
more in art, more into like being a therapist, I hear that and I'm like, no, she had a point. Dang it.
Yeah.
She was right.
I think my thing is the layering. Like I still haven't finished one miniature I have because I'm trying to get a little bit better on blending and layering for the highlights and everything. And every time I talk about it, there's a few that come in and go, just trust the process, and just layer upon layer upon layer. Eventually you'll see it. It looks like it's not doing much, but it will very shortly. And yeah, it's It's quite the process. Now the inside.
It's true.
This is okay. So the eye. This guy is on the inside of this. So Justin, you're an art therapist.
Yes, I am. Also, sorry for the raspy voice. Allergies here are awful, and it's hit me like a truck. I've never had it this bad, so I was like, of course it would happen now. But yes, I am an art therapist.
That is fantastic. Uh, Now, in the past, you and I have talked a little bit here and there, and there's a repeating phrase that you say every blue moon, and it's art 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 is therapy, art as therapy.
Art in therapy and art as therapy. Yeah.
Yes.
Art in therapy is kind of what I describe as like what art therapists do. We utilize different materials, different like directives as part of like the therapeutic process. So, one of the things I do with all my newer clients is I have them kind of create some abstract artwork of what their emotions may look like so we can kind of understand them. And so I always describe it like the scene in Ratatouille, right? Where Remy's eating like the cheese and it's like this like one color and shape and then he eats the fruit and it's another and puts them together. And so I kind of describe it as like creating a art version of that. And so, to do that, I have a whole master's degree specifically in that. I'm trained for all those things. Art as therapy, like, is very much kind of like what we're doing now, right? Art is something that is really great to be done as like a mindful practice, as a stress relieving practice. There's a lot of proof that like engaging in art making can actually like lower cortisol. It can lower a lot of like other of your stress hormones. It makes things a lot like more smoother. It's also really great for our classic like 5 4 3 2 1 and anxiety. It's kind of all wrapped up in art, right? What are we noticing? How do we? Oh, I need to paint this little section. Oh, I need to notice if I'm drawing something. I need to notice this little thing. So I engage in artwork myself just kind of as like for fun, and that's always been a really good source of stress relief for me of like, man, I don't want to deal with any of this. I'm just gonna go draw for a little bit. um, and that's always been like a really great outlet, and is really fun like having a background in art and seeing kind of like transformative power of art and the way that people engage and what people do to like express and like explore parts of themselves that they haven't had a chance to outside of art. So,
Right.
if I ever talk too long, you're gonna have to stop me because I could literally go all night, and I don't want to do that to everybody.
No, you're fine. No, anytime that somebody talks and I'm not is a win because I say the same thing. I talk way too much. I'll be in the middle of a meeting call with people and be like, I apologize. I will just keep on talking if you don't stop me. So, no, I
I think we
appreciate
can
it.
all relate to that,
Yeah.
honestly. Like both talking too much, but then also like, yeah, I'm just gonna go like unwind and draw for a bit and
Oh,
just
yeah.
escape the world.
It's very relaxing. I know I didn't find the benefits of it until after I started painting miniatures for Mental Health Awareness Month last year. And I saw, you painting, your fiance was painting Bird, and then,
Hmm.
Panda was painting, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to try and I'm going to paint because Panda used to, he was going through a rough time, and to be a surprise, I picked him up a limited edition uh, army for 40K and sent it to him to paint, and he was saying how it was his therapy. It's what he does to ground himself, and I wanted to kind of experiment with that and give it a shot and do some painting streams for Mental Health Awareness Month to add a little bit of variety to the Guardians Mental Health channel and networks. And I fell really deep into the rabbit hole, really deep, and I love doing breathing exercises during it. Like like you said, it was well, it was I like to do the 4-7-8 breathing techniques with painting miniatures because the miniatures are so small and you got to get into like fine detail. I find myself like holding my breath just inherently, while I'm moving. That way I'm not like, I don't have a shaky brush or anything, but it just comes naturally doing breathing exercises while painting. And it's very just grounding. Like, you could have such a stressful day and, just unwind, create a very comfortable, relaxing atmosphere around you, turn on some music, turn the lighting, just get into your own little world and just kind of escape temporarily. Kind of like with video games, too. Video games offer a really unique opportunity for people to have like that temporary escape. Um, Painting and creating art, I feel, is very similar in that as well, too.
So what is video game if not a interactable form of art?
Yeah.
As much work goes into them, as much like inspiration we can pull from them. It's always, I think, a good thing to look at. Oh, I lost my light. Okay.
Absolutely. Rogue, thank you so much for the follow.
I'm trying to decide what color I want to paint this ghost, and so until I figure it out, he's just gonna be white.
There you go.
What's the vibe? Right? Like, what's the vibe you're going for?
Like Dreadnought. Like honestly, I was thinking like the calcified fragments on the Dreadnought back in D1, but then I realized
Okay.
those weren't ghosts. But it could be a like a neon
That's a good idea.
blue.
I'm gonna say the amount of times I've like been running around the dreadnought even now in D2, and I'm like, oh, that's not a ghost. That's not a ghost. That's like I have to like,
Right?
remember. It's been
I do the
years.
same thing, same exact thing. It looks so similar.
I went to a couple spots where there used to be hidden ghosts there, and it's like, oh, there was a lost ghost here. It's like, oh no, there's no dead ghost there. No, this isn't D1.
They all got picked up and taken home and happy, and they're happy forever after.
That's right.
That's what we're agreeing to.
Anybody else just randomly just get lost in the dreadnought while they're running through it? Like,
Oh yeah.
There's so many secrets. How are we
Absolutely.
not supposed to get lost?
I'll just be
Right.
going and I'll have to open the ghost and go, where am I going? Like,
Not friendly for ADHD people at all. You're like, oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over there?
yeah, I'm trying to find this new spot or space. Yesterday I was trying to find it. I could not find it for the life of me, but apparently it's glitched right now.
Is that the like pole breach area or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people are randomly getting into it, but also it's not procting for people. So it's kind of like a little hidden thing right now. Some people are getting right into it. Some people are running around for hours.
Interesting.
All right, Casey, you're absolutely making that thing look epic.
I'm trying. I didn't properly estimate my brush size, so we're trying out a gel pen now.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
We're improvising. My desk is literally
Woohoo.
stocked to the brim with different art supplies, so I usually have something for everything.
I would expect nothing less.
One of everything, right? Because you just never really know.
Oh God.
You never
There's
know
always
when you're gonna
something to
need
try.
Sumi
Mhm.
ink or like,
I have some of
charcoal
that.
pastels. Do you?
I do. I'm not even memeing. I have it right here.
Amazing. I love that. See, that's what I mean. It's like you never know when you need whatever it is, a jelly roll pen or that one orange fine liner or whatever it ends up being. You never know. So I have everything.
I dig it. I like having everything right here. Unfortunately, now I will find myself going to the store to just pick up paint I don't have. It's like, I could probably mix this, but I'm gonna get that. Like, for this ghost, it's like I have 9 different grays and grayish whites and everything. I know I could blend it, mix it together and make it one. Let's go see what the store's got. And I went down to the store and I found
Absolutely.
this. It's like a grayish blue. I'm like, you know what? This is gonna work just fine. I like this one, and I don't have it, so
I'm not allowed to go
You're
and
just
supervise
building a
into art
collection.
stores.
I am.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing the closest like actual art store is 400 miles away. So I only end up spending a lot of money like twice a year.
Oh. I am very fortunate to, in my day job, work for a company called Gamblin, which is the it
Oh
just so
yeah,
happens to be the oil paint that I use.
I know
And
them.
so
Oh,
I am very
that's
lucky
convenient.
that I don't have to pay for my paints anymore. Brushes, on the other hand, of course, but I don't I don't have to I don't have to buy paint. I haven't bought paint in like 8 years.
Wow, that
The
is
game was
convenient.
like pretty nice
It's a
quality too.
It's a perk. They're my favorite. I actually met them through. I was doing this thing called 30 Days of Art for this gallery I was in at the time, and I posted the art that I did every single day, and I posted it with all the colors that I was using. And Gamblin, because I tagged them, found me. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come tour the factory?" And I said, "Hell yeah, of course."
That's a cool
And
opportunity.
after the factory tour, she was like, "Okay, here's our catalog. Now you can choose $250 of paint." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And a month later, she contacted me again and said, "Hey, our product photographer just bailed on us. It looks like you have experience with photography. Are you interested?" And I said, "Hell yeah."
Right?
And I've been working with them ever since. So, very, very fortunate setup for me.
That's awesome.
That is. I'm very jealous.
It's excellent. I love them. Gamblin's also just
That's
like a really good
amazing.
company. They're really, really good to their employees, and they're a B Corp, and all of their stuff is really cool. It's honestly they make everything. They don't, factory line everything like a lot of places do. They even have for one of their methods of filling paint tubes, it's actually a vintage, it's so Portland, it hurts. It's a vintage toothpaste filling machine that they use for
Oh
paint.
my,
Really?
That's
Pretty
cool.
incredible, yeah.
that's so cool. I wish there were opportunities like that up here, but we don't have a lot of factories or big companies like that. The best I was able to get was working for a print shop, and I got a killer discount on all my stuff.
Ooh, nice.
But paints sound way cooler, honestly.
It's a fun gig. I get to do their after COVID, all of their in-person demonstrations actually had to go online. So I set up their broadcast room and built their PC and built out all their cameras and stuff to do online demonstrations. And so we do seminars a few times a year actually.
Oh,
It's a
that's
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, I love Gamblin. The people there are so cool.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag honestly, hashtag not an ad. If I had a sponsored link, that'd be sick, but I just really love them, so
You want me to put one in the chat? No.
right, imagine. Boy, I didn't make this easy for myself. Let me just say.
No.
Can sketch all day with a pencil, but then when you get a paintbrush, it's like, oh, that's a really small line, huh? What was I
I don't know about
thinking?
you. I can never find a brush small enough for when I want to do like thin lines. I'm like, well, we're gonna figure this out.
See, I can do it with oil paint. It's just that acrylic is not what I'm used to. So I'm kind of relearning how to do it as I paint right now. It's pretty
Nice. Oil paint and acrylics are
improvisation.
very different. Like
Oh
they're
yeah.
Mhm.
very different.
Oh yeah. Actually.
Yeah, I did oils in college, and I haven't really touched them since, but I definitely remember preferring them over acrylics.
Hmm. My undergrad was in art, and my showcase was all my oils. I like learned different painting techniques through oils, all that
Mm.
stuff, and like Renaissance painting techniques with oils. I was like very comfortable with that. And then we'd get back to school, and they'd be like, "All right, acrylic time." I'm like, "No, no, why?"
Try to clean this brush a little bit. I'm going to change colors.
You know, we're getting
Server.
into the details when
Oh
everyone's like
yeah.
super quiet.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
getting
sorry to cut you off.
focused. No,
Locked
we just talked at
in.
the same time, that's all. I was gonna say Cerber knows. Cerber knows that I'm just not good at oil paints usually. Like line work, sure I can do, but man, Cerber made the most beautiful painting not that long ago in acrylics, and I was like, I don't know, I don't understand how you do that. It's crazy.
Yeah, Sarah, how'd you do that? And how come you're not doing that on here?
That's right,
Yeah, you should join us.
Cerber. Should get your butt on here. She's like, wait a
She's
minute.
finished.
Cue the backpedaling.
I didn't know that you were a painter. I didn't know you
should see
painted.
the things she did. It's actually beautiful.
She doesn't tell me nothing.
She was
I
describing
gotta
it to me,
watch
and
my
she was being
goldfish.
oh, she was being so down on herself, and I was like, okay, well, let me see. She was like, do I just, looking for some advice? And I was like, well, let me see it. And I was like, are you serious? What do you mean advice? This is incredible.
I gotta walk my goldfish. I don't know. So. Okay. Yo, Polly, thank you so much for the resub. 27 months, my friend.
That's a
Absolutely
long
incredible.
time.
It is. Polly should be getting his new GMH jersey very shortly. I think next week it shows up.
I need to order mine.
They came out really nice, and it took a while to design the new ones.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the process on that since the other guys shut down or whatever and didn't
was-
give you the designs back.
Yeah, it just and the sad thing was we put, I believe, yeah, it was 2 orders in. Like we had 2 orders in with them, and I reached out to like, hey, how's it coming along? And I didn't get a response back in email, and then I went to the website to like order another one or check like the status, and the site did not exist anymore.
Oh no.
It was just gone.
That's
And I
awful.
sent it to another person. I'm like, hey, is this just me, or does this not exist anymore? And then I tried hitting them up on socials, and no response there. It just gone. They just shuttered their doors and didn't tell anybody. And there was another org, one of our peers, who actually had jerseys with them too. And I'm like, hey, do you know anything? They're like, we were not aware of that either. I'm like, well,
Oh.
they have our designs and everything. I need those files. They're like, same boat. And unfortunately, neither of us were able to reach them and get a hold of it, or get a refund for the jerseys that were ordered. And
No way.
they ordered 25 jerseys and were waiting on them, and they just thought it was just taking a while to print them. Nope, they just weren't getting them. And so fortunately it was just 2 for us, and so we're still trying to track them down to a few. We have somebody who's actually good at that, trying to track them down. But in the meantime, we had to find a replacement for the jerseys, and we did. So we had to design an all brand new jersey,
Oh man.
which I'm not good at. And I worked with another person and a couple ideas, just kind of make it a little bit more simpler instead of being a little chaotic or anything like that. And it came out really nice, like really nice. I'm really proud of how this one came out. And now I'm just delaying the next step of this ghost. It's all primed and ready to go. And yeah, that's
Just do it, Joe.
yep. That's what the commercials say. Okay, so I have the gray. I got to do the whiter. Let's see which one works the best. And then I'll do some highlights, and then it's going to be kind of like the dirt and moss and stuff. I'm going to try and put moss on the actual ghost as well too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So we're going to see how that goes. But I'm trying to build up the eye as well too. Justin, how's yours
I
coming
got some
along?
blue flower tufts to put near my ghost.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's cool. I love miniature stuff like that. I really wish I just had an excuse to just collect a bunch of it, but
It's funny that you got huge miniatures. Basing, we're actually they're one of our sponsors.
That's awesome.
I have a planned dinner with him and his mother at PAX Unplugged this year.
Oh my gosh.
Because we made
I
friends.
think you can ship some.
Yeah.
Think you can ship some stuff up to Alaska for me?
Oh yeah, sure.
I love their stuff.
Dude, him and his mother are so nice, and she helps him out. She's so proud of him and everything. She was at PAX. It was just him in the booth, and he wasn't sure how they were gonna do, and he almost sold out. Like you should have saw his booth like each day. Like it was impressive. And I would check in on him like, hey, how you making out? He goes, oh, man, this is absolutely incredible. I should have brought more. I didn't think how busy it was going to be. And he did absolutely phenomenal at the show. But such a nice guy. And his mother was so nice, too. So when we were breaking down the booth, he was breaking theirs down and carting stuff back and forth between the vehicle. And his mother was just kind of just sitting there in the convention hall, like just kind of like all by her lonesome a little bit. So I went over and chatted with her for a bit, talked with her, and I said, next year, are you coming back? She goes, why? Do you think I should? I go, absolutely. How are we supposed to go to dinner if you don't? She's like,
oh,
I'm definitely coming back. And I talked to him later. He goes, you know how much that meant? Hearing that, that made my mother's weekend for that, for sure. He goes, thank you very much. I'm like, I'm 100% serious. I live by my stomach. So we're definitely going out to dinner. And I love eating around Philly, too. Philly has got some great food spots around it.
what's your favorite?
Oh, my God. I don't want to give away secrets.
You gotta describe it to me. That's like my favorite thing to talk about other than art is food. So can't leave me hanging.
Okay. There is a brewery not far from the convention center that not only has amazing food, the bangers and mash are awesome from there.
Ooh.
They also have 30 some different brews that they have in-house, but also they make their own root beer in-house.
Oh, that's cool.
And
that's super cool.
It's not like a very like widely known thing. It's so damn good. We were the first people to request a growler of root beer to bring with us to drink.
Ooh,
just in the convention,
so
and
smart.
they're like, "Are you?"
love that.
They're like, "I have to check on that. Nobody's ever asked for a growler of root beer." I'm like, "Well, they did today, so And yeah, so now we go down there, and I get a reservation every day for it while we're down there, even if we're not going to eat there, just in case the off chance I have a reservation. I'm waiting for
That's very high
somebody.
praise.
I'm waiting for
You
somebody.
must like this place a lot.
I love this place. I constantly bring people there. Like, have you ever ate? Or I don't want. I'm waiting for
I was
somebody
gonna
in
say
chat
he's
from
gatekeeping.
Philly.
He's
I am.
gatekeeping.
I am. There was a place up in Ithaca, New York, that is not far from me. That I used to call it the Copper Top Bar, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the name of it. It's like Peterson's, but I used to call it the Copper Top because I didn't want other like friends of mine to just show up there because it was my little hidden gem. You know what I mean? Like it was my diamond in the rough. Like in Seattle, Katsu Burger. If you live in Seattle and you
Oh.
haven't ate at Katsu Burger, you're missing out on life.
It is very good.
And you know what? We were walking, and it was Nate Fu, I Resolute, and me. We were out at PAX West. We had a booth, for Guardians Mental Health, and we were looking for this one specific pizza or burger place. And instead of ordering it, they wanted to walk there, which killed me. It killed my soul. I just wanted to order it and just stay in. But nope, we went walking through the hills of Seattle. And we're walking, and we're literally right next to the goddamn place. And all of a sudden, Joe goes, "What's that down there?" And off we go. I'm like, guys, it's freaking right here. Like, why? No. I'm so glad we went that way because this Katsu Burger place is a Japanese like fusion. So it's like a pork patty with it's like in shoestring French fries, like a little pork patty and everything. It is one of the best things I've ever ate. And literally, I play with some of the developers at Bungie, and I was talking about Katsu Burger one night. Literally so much it made two of them hungry, and they ordered DoorDash for it.
Oh, nice.
Because it's so good. Like it is. So I'm very much looking forward to going back to Seattle just to go to Katsu Burger. And then if you're ever in Fort Worth, Texas, there is a place called the Flying Saucer. I believe there's one in Tennessee too. Shane, when we were down in at MegaCon, was saying that there was a Flying Saucer down there as well.
Looks like Sokka's been. He's from Tennessee.
Sock? Oh, you know
Yep.
Flying Saucer?
I think he does.
So you walk
Are they
in
good?
there. It's very unique. Like depending on how many like of their beers you try on tap, you can have your own like pie tin like flying saucer on the wall with your name on it. There are people's
wow.
dogs
Oh my
up there.
gosh.
You see dogs' names and all sorts of stuff up there. Like it is, but they have a Bulgarian pretzel that my wife would leave me for. It was so good, and it was 2 or 3 years ago that we were down there. She still says to this day that is the best pretzels she has ever had in her life, and is waiting for another show in Fort Worth, Texas, to go back down and enjoy that. The brewery down in Philly is called the Iron House? Iron Horse?
While I was in Lake Geneva for GaryCon,
Iron
I
Hill,
went to a restaurant called Magpie's Den and Pen. I've been there before, and they're like just like an American food kind of place. But they had a special this time that I didn't realize they had. They made a Reuben, but instead of on the rye that it's usually on, they put it in an egg roll, which means it wasn't as like the sauerkraut didn't come out the backside of the
Oh.
sandwich. They put it in an egg roll, so it was like all contained, and you could like easily dip it in the Thousand Island. It was So good. Oh my gosh.
That sounds amazing. I love a good Reuben.
Reubens have sauerkraut, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, you lost me at the sauerkraut.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm that guy. Yep. I'm,
You
I'm
like
not a
pickles
sour.
or just not sauerkraut?
I'm not really a big pickle person either. I
Oh
know.
my
I'm.
goodness.
Yep.
The things you learn about
Yep.
these people.
Yeah, I know. Turn the stream off. Night's over. Thank you,
I don't
everybody.
know if I can finish this ghost.
Yep.
I can't
Yep.
believe it. You know, it's I actually I just today I pickled some eggs because it's one of my favorite snacks. I
Pickled
feel like
eggs.
it's such random weird food, but oh my God, it's so delicious. Especially I'm a salty snack person. I'm not really a sweet snack person, and I'm trying really hard to eat healthier and stuff because I'm pre-diabetic, so I'm genetically predisposed. So I'm working out a bunch and I'm eating really healthy, and pickled eggs are on my list. So, but you know what? You not liking pickles just means there are more pickles in the world for me to eat. So, thank you for that.
That's
You're
a good way to
welcome.
look at it.
That's finding silver lining right there. I love that. And you can, yeah, you know what? You could have all the pickles. So
Oh my
there.
gosh, so
Pickles are
generous.
so good.
I love
Ugh,
pickles.
no, thank you.
We have a pickle pizza at a local pizza place up here, and it's
Oh.
so good.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can put pickles on pizza. It's like it's pickles and then it's on like a white sauce that's like garlic based and stuff.
Is this
You
like
throw
the
some
the
Italian sausage
new
on there.
pineapple
Interesting.
pizza?
It's been around for a bit. I'll have to find a photo of it. I'll find it later. I'm painting.
I'm busy. I'm painting.
Have you tried pickle pizza?
I haven't, but I absolutely
Oh.
would. My favorite, it's funny you say pickle pizza. My favorite wing place, just today announced dill pickle wings. I really want them.
Oh.
I love fried
I'm
pickles
getting
too.
hungry.
Yeah, you know what? This always happens when I talk to people. The conversation always turns to food.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Whenever
Nothing
I'm
at all.
streaming, the rule is you bring a snack or you leave hungry. Happens every
I'm gonna end
time.
up driving into town after this and like picking up fried pickles.
Ooh, I love. Okay, we were in Hawaii a couple weeks ago, and there was a burger
Mhm.
place that I had found that I really wanted to try. And the burgers were phenomenal, first of all. They were incredible. But they had a special for fried pickle chips. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
They were maybe the best fried food. And I'm saying fried food, not just fried pickles. Maybe the best fried food I've ever had in my life. They were incredible. I'm gonna think about those for years.
Oh my god.
All right, Justin, you're quiet. What good food
Oh,
is
I
down in
locked in.
Tennessee?
Sorry. I locked in.
Focused.
Focused. No, I listen. I don't have a lot to add to the pickle conversation. I don't like pickles. I was like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna hang out over here, actually. But down in the south, they do like to fry and pickle pretty much anything they can get their hands on. So, um, I'm not above trying something.
Is there anything really good down there that's kind of...
See, my dad grew up on the Gulf Coast, and so I'm a big seafood snob, and like
Mm.
I love some seafood. I will say that. And when you're in a landlocked state, you don't get like seafood. But everyone's like, "Oh, fresh." I'm like, "How? How's it fresh though?" But yeah. Let's see. I grew up like in a culture that was very much around food. So like, I'm like, God, the amount of times I've just eaten my weight in food at a get together is insane. I can't do it anymore. I have to hide from those events because nobody takes no for an answer. Oh, you want to try this? No, I'm good. They just keep coming at you.
It's like the My Big Fat Greek Wedding family. Well, what's wrong with it? You don't like it? You want something else? Here, try this. Eat this.
I always compare it to the, I don't know if anyone has seen, hopefully because it's a classic, but the Jim Carrey's Grinch, where he's like trying to be the cheermeister and
Oh,
like he's having to try all the pies.
Pudding eating.
Yeah, the pudding, and they just keep going, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm gonna
Oh
die.
yeah,
man.
what do you got? Is that all you got? He starts to get agitated at the end.
But
I
yeah,
like.
no, I'm not a pickle person actually.
There's a scene in that movie.
More for us.
There's a scene in that movie where he was supposed to like pull a tablecloth and everything was supposed to fall off, and he in the scene went over, pulled the tablecloth so quick that it actually nothing moved on the table. He walked off camera and then came back and knocked everything off. That was not in the script. That was literally him going back trying to save the scene because nothing fell off the table.
That's so funny.
I love when there's those moments where like they just keep something that's so wacky in there.
Yeah,
It's great.
me too. Oh my god. So if you like seafood, there's a place in Boston that I like to go to that I believe we're going to next month when we're up in at PAX East. It's called the Barking Crab, and
Mm.
Oh yeah.
it's like, yeah, Empress Jody, she knows. Yeah, well, she's from the area, so she knows. The Barking Crab is one of those places they will not seat you unless your entire party is there. Like,
Oh,
you will stand, and this place is right across the street, or right across, like, the canal from the Boston Tea Party.
nice.
And then it's right, like, it's so out of place. Like, it's surrounded by all these giant, like, modern buildings and everything, and then you have this hole in the wall that looks like it's ready to fall off the piers into the canal right at the inlet, and all the boats and everything are right underneath. What they catch is what they sell, and
Ooh.
it is the best lobster roll I've ever had in my life was from there.
My
So good.
extended family all lives on the coast, and so I have a lot of like growing up going to see family in Mississippi. It's like we do the low country boil or like some kind of seafood, and like several family members would do a lottery system of who's going to get up at 5 a.m. to go meet the boat to buy the shrimp and the stuff right off the boat. And it wasn't ever me, I'll say that much, but I definitely got to enjoy that.
You never drew short straw?
No, I couldn't drive, so that wasn't helpful. You need someone who could drive a truck to bring it all back. So
They
my
bought
dad and all
so
his
much
siblings.
they had to
Mhm.
get a truck.
Yeah, I mean regularly spending like a couple hundred on like a get together.
Oh my god.
Crawfish, shrimp, everything. Listen, the Southern people, we know how to eat, y'all. We know how to put food away.
My mom used to call crawfish mud bugs.
I've heard that. They're so good.
They're so good.
They're so good. You just can't think about eating them too hard because you're like, especially like when you get them straight out of
Oh
the
yeah.
boil, and you're just like, I'm not gonna look you in the eye when I do this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so now
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Squirrely Dan, thank you so much for the follow.
Dan,
Do we know Dan?
that's Shield Maiden's fiance.
Stop.
Yeah, we love Dan.
It's awesome.
Welcome.
So many familiar faces tonight.
Yes. I got one wild hair here. Yes. That
See what I
didn't
mean?
work.
Look at all these cool people.
Oh, there she is. Hi,
Oh.
Shield.
She thought she could hide.
Small moment of panic when you think you might have grabbed the wrong paint color. We're good. Crisis averted.
Thank goodness. Because I'm having my own crisis. The sticker idea was originally a good idea, and then it wasn't.
Oh.
Not working out the same way.
Oh, is it not coming off? Oh no!
Alright. I need to
Um,
pull out a big dog for this one. Let's see.
I don't know if the other two artists on here have ever pulled the you go to grab a drink and it's not your water or your coffee, it's your paint water.
Oh, too many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a reason why I have a can, because I can't mistake that for
Gotta
my
get the one-
paint
Yeah.
water.
Gotta get the straw, you know.
I've had to start putting my drinks on a different part of my desk because it happens so often, and it still somehow happens.
Yep.
If I have a cup of coffee on my desk, my paintbrush will hover near it at least a few times every session.
The amount of cups of coffee I've ruined doing that by accident
Mhm.
is I do not care to admit it.
I was gonna say, listen, I don't care. I'm still drinking it.
Don't waste the coffee.
I mean,
Absolutely.
That shit's
You know-
sacred.
that's yeah, that makes sense. I usually work with oil, so I'm like, I don't know if I want that going in my system actually.
Ah, fair enough.
Mm. Some of those like really fancy ones you are gotta treat like a biohazard. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm not gonna let that in.
Eventually, I'm going to have to look up here in a minute. See how everybody else is making out.
My ghost is finally white.
Okay,
There it is.
that's cool.
There you go. I've made it through 5 panels, 5.5 panels of my ghosts. We're making progress.
The sticker was a good idea at first, and now I'm thinking it wasn't so much a good idea.
But you know what? This means you're going to just have to push yourself to give it a shot. And you don't get the sticker cheat code anymore.
I
Aha!
definitely do not.
That was the plan all along.
But
Yeah.
hey, you can still see it. See where the stencil was, right? Is it off all the way?
Yeah, it's off all the way.
Oh, so then you have like a little guideline and you can, it's kind of like having a, what do you call it? Having the bumper lanes at a bowling alley, you know?
Those are my favorite.
You got the bumper lanes. Now you can do the rest yourself. You got this.
Kidding me? I don't bowl without those. Went to a bowling alley for someone's birthday one time, and I was like, "Oh, can we get the bumpers up?" They're like, "How many kids do you have?" I was like, "Oh, no, you misunderstand. That's for me. I'm bad at this,
Oh, yeah.
actually."
No shame.
I have a friend whose birthday's coming up, and she's like, "We're gonna go bowling." I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want to pick something else?"
I can't remember the last time I've been bowling, actually. Now that I think of it, it's been a really long time.
It's been like 10 years.
It gotta be somewhere around that for me, too. That's crazy to think about.
I feel like bowling has really changed. Like, what like our like engagement with bowling has changed in a semi-post, kind of not really post pandemic world. Of like, you used to go put your fingers in all the holes and then like go grab some chicken tenders and lick your hand. And now I think about that and I'm like,
It's so disgusting.
how did I live this long?
Oh my gosh.
It's just like,
Out of context, that sounds terrible.
It does sound
That's
terrible
true.
context. We're talking about bowling balls, everybody.
Yep.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
See, that's something that would go in the Great Sayings channel.
One of the
Maybe it should.
cuts me and my partner's hair, and we were supposed to get haircuts from her, and she's like, "I'm super sick. We're so sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So I see her, and I was like, "You feeling better?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I know what it was," and I was like, "What was it?" She's like, "Well, I went bowling and drank a bunch of beer, and
Oh.
was not washing my hands after touching the bowling ball." And
Oh no.
I was like, "Yeah, girl, yep, that'll do it."
That'll do it. Yeah.
She's always on side quests. Be like, "Hey, you got opening?" "No, I'm out XYZ playing like the mouth harp with my brother's band out in somewhere." Like, okay, girl, have fun, enjoy.
The big thing now is trampoline parks for us in our
Right.
area.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like the new bowling alley.
Hmm. And you know what? Those pits full of the styrofoam cubes probably are just as disgusting too.
It's like the ball pit from
I was
McDonald's.
gonna say it can't
you
be
know?
it can't be worse than the ball pit.
Yep.
Yep.
Go to Chuck E. Cheese and jump in the ball pit. Yep. Back when you were, little, you didn't think twice. You didn't even blink. You got out to do it again. And now you're looking at it from a different perspective going, ooh.
Yeah, like I'm good. I'm good. I'm solid actually.
I did find out there are actual companies that all they do is sanitize the balls in the ball pits. Like they have machines that is just like a giant vacuum. They'll suck the balls up. It'll go through like a sanitizer and washer and then get spit back out.
I mean, I guess I would hope that they sanitize them,
Right.
but how often, really?
Okay. Big part
Probably not often enough.
Big part of that is hope. Hope that they sanitize them,
Yep.
which is not the case all the time. Oh, I'm not good at freehanding. As Casey's over here freehanding every individual panel around the ghost.
Insane.
Listen, I freehanded
Insane.
before, but
Listen.
you can see that I did it with pencil before. So it's already there, to be fair. But I did freehand it earlier, just, not right now.
That hard.
It was so the thing that is funny is before when I started, I was like, okay, I have to be really careful because I can't erase or it'll pull up the paint. I figured out halfway through that I can erase and it doesn't pull up the paint because the material of this thing is so interesting. So I wouldn't say it was hard. I would say I probably should have had less caffeine before I did it, but I mean, I just entered challenge mode on purpose, I guess.
I dig it. I entered challenge mode.
Yeah.
If I could talk to my future self, talk to my past self, it would say, don't have that extra tea because
That's right.
you're going to be really jittery. Right
Exactly.
at the end.
Uh-huh.
Yep, can relate to that.
Says the person that drinks triple caffeinated coffee on a regular basis.
I just drink black coffee in the morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bird gave me a little care package.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, okay, fair.
That is
valid.
like death by coffee, essentially.
Oh, Death Wish coffee?
No, this
Nope.
is an Alaskan one, but it's pretty much like triple the caffeinated, caffeine of a regular, standard coffee. And the only thing that she says to me is, "Yeah, that got me through living in Japan for like 3 years." Like,
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh." So I'm intimidated by the coffee.
It's really good stuff. It will keep you awake and going. It is, yeah, no, that's all I drank during college when I was abroad.
Also, in chat, if you would like to enter to win one of the Mental Health at Bungie emblems, we are giving away 3 of them tonight. One of them we're going to be doing a giveaway in a few short minutes. Enter !MH emblem in the chat, and you will be entered to possibly win it.
Yep, in the GMH chat, not my chat.
Yes, the GMH chat.
It's a super cool one.
It is.
Do we know who designed the emblem?
I do know their name, but it's no one in the community.
Ah, okay. Some person at Bungie, I assume.
Yes.
Gotcha. They did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
They did. On all of them. And the funny thing is, this was data mined last year.
Of course it was.
And I kept getting a lot of messages.
Oh, I bet.
You just had to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, not at all.
Not a clue. And I even brought it up, and then I got the truth. I was like, oh. I'm not saying anything. But no, it's absolutely been fantastic. We've been, every year for Mental Health Awareness Month, we always reach out to Bungie, and we'll send them a nice deck. I believe, Bird, you helped with, the layout of the one last year. That
Yes,
we
I
sent
did.
to Bungie. It was like more of like a flyer style that we were doing, kind of like simplifying it a little bit to try and engage and do something together to boost awareness in the community for Mental Health Awareness Month. And we would always miss it by just a little bit. It was like, oh, unfortunately, it takes so long. They plan things out so far in advance, they can't do anything on short notice. So we missed about, it was 2 years worth of trying, letting them know. But they would still support. Like, they would still either retweet or share or, help support in one way or another, which was always fantastic to see no matter what. So we knew that the support was there. And then it turned into, you know what, let's pick this conversation up in October. So in September, I started sending emails, and we got on and had a wonderful meeting and actually tabled a different idea to do. And they said, unfortunately, May has already been planned out for a separate thing. What would you think about April? And absolutely, yeah, we would love to do that, and that would be a perfect lead in to Mental Health Awareness Month for us, because we always do a lot of content and put out a lot of resources and stuff during the month of May for Mental Health Awareness Month. So we figured it would be just a natural, lead in. It would be perfect. And the idea we initially tabled was to do something similar that they did with our friends at Stack Up. Just a Bungie bounty, and a Bungie bounty emblem or something, and then do some pre-recorded videos, and just have them trickle out throughout the month of April together. Yeah. And it went a little bit, and then reached back out, and it was like, oh, yep, it's through the first two levels of approval, and we'll see what we get. And then a final email came in. Um, what I think it was like 3 weeks ago or so, like a month ago, and I opened it up, and I do not exaggerate when I say that I literally was sitting right here in my office. I opened the email. I got halfway through the email, and I just looked down. I pulled my phone out, and I just started playing on my phone. I could not move. I could not look at the
Oh.
screen again. I just sat there, I couldn't move for 15 minutes. I think Bird messaged, or I sent her like a copy, like, hey, what does that say? And
Yeah.
yep, can't move. I'm not gonna look at it again. I had our program director reach out, and I forwarded it to him, and I'm like, read that for me. He goes, you didn't read it? I'm like, I didn't make it all the way through. I'm still motionless. And the wonderful thing is it got escalated to the Bungie Foundation wanting to do something and tying us in with the emblem in game. And the really unique thing about this emblem, this is the very first time in Bungie history that they have ever released an emblem by itself. Every emblem they have released was always attached to something, like a pin. Like this was initially supposed to be tied with the pin, which comes out next year, but they released this early to tie in and be to help support Guardians' mental health. And really, it's very lost for words still, and it's very surreal. To have this level of support and to have this emblem in game, because like said at the top of the evening, it was always like a dream to have an emblem just for mental health awareness in game. Like it doesn't necessarily need to support anyone in particular, just mental health awareness in general in game. And to see it come to life now means more than words can describe from me personally. I think it's absolutely incredible and very, very thankful. And just with the support that we will get from this campaign, unlike other areas, we're going to do so much good with it. I mean, it's all going to go right back out to helping make more of a difference and help enable us to have a much further reach with materials and resources for people, and also do some updates for some of our other programs that are needed to bring them forward and to help them get even more impactful and meaningful to people. So really, really excited for everything that's to come. Really can't thank everybody enough for all of the support, or Bungie, the support. I've been in emails with some of the team members there, and I just can't say thank you enough. And I love how excited the community is. I love how excited the ambassadors are. And we have something really special that got brought up in a conversation just in passing, and was like, oh, well, if you really wanted to do that, we know they would absolutely love the opportunity. So we always took our ambassadors and other team members and put them right in the forefront, because y'all do so much work for not just us but everybody, creating more safe and inclusive spaces on streaming platforms and online and communities, fostering community, giving people safe spaces to just be themselves and to share and socialize with one another and be supported. And it's really, really important to have those spaces online these days. Especially now after COVID, people were so dependent online, obviously, that now it's actually grown into its own thing even more, that it's really incredible to have these spaces available. And it's so important to be able to provide resources and support for people in these spaces. And we actually created our RTS bot and library system to support people with access to vetted mental health and crisis resources on Discord to start. And how it got started was what I thought was a meet and greet was actually a developer presentation from the developers of Stardew Valley and Twitch for integrations on extensions. It was not a meet and greet, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yep, and the guy that was with me, after we got through the third level of security and the third metal detector, leaned in and said, I don't think we're supposed to be here. And I said, it's too late now. We're going in. We didn't go through all that security for nothing. And so we sat there, and when they got around to us, and I was just writing down notes and everything on code and everything. I told them my idea, and all of a sudden, a bunch of indie developers came around and started showing me the basis of how to write in Java and this and that, and what I needed to do to get things started. So to have that support, and then Cram on our team took it to the next level, rewrote the entire thing in Python, and now it's available on Discord, Twitch, any web browser, and our own app. We have our own app, which is absolutely amazing. But it currently is serving and helping provide resources to 430,000 individuals worldwide.
Wow.
Actually, I can tell you what the current number is right now of active users on it. Boop. Right there. So when I do this, 432,527 users worldwide.
Whoa.
Awesome.
It's incredible. So to be able to have, support from Bungie means so much, because I mean, we came from the community. We all met, LFGing Kingsfall in D1. Which, if you've ever played D1 Kingsfall, you were middle bubble Titan, or you were a floofy hunter running around with the orb going around on the final boss
Yup.
fight. And I was middle bubble Titan. That was my jam. Absolutely love it. And I love the opportunity to be able to paint with all of you, and to show people how wonderful and therapeutic painting can be. Not just miniatures, but anything. It's an incredible medium that really, really can help you express your creativity and emotions and everything, and through it. It's such a wonderful tool to utilize. And Justin here actually is one of the architects of what grew from our mindful coloring book to now our mindful activity book, with putting together a visual journal for a 30-day journal, so people can use the crayons that come with the mental health kit and write down, the color corresponding to how they feel that day. And after the 30 days, they can reflect back to it and see their growth, or how they're doing, and if they need next step support, or be able to have a visual representation of that. And then also, I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm going to, because I can't pronounce it.
I know what's coming.
And he wants me to say it still. Medella?
Mandala.
Madala. I cannot say it. It doesn't matter how many times I say it. I just can't. But yes, we have one of those in there as well now too, that you can create your own, which is super special. And I loved doing that actually in the quiet room. I was painting miniatures in there, but also I was also utilizing one of our kits, and I was making the Madala on the inside, which is such a cool thing. Also, I have to drop this giveaway, and we're going to give it to 2 people. Did it do the message thing?
I don't see anything on my end.
There it goes. It was a delay. It's Oracle. Congratulations, Oracle. Get with me,
Congratulations.
and I will send you a code for the emblem. And I'm gonna write it down, because otherwise I'm going to lose this. I was going through my emails today, and I found there's 3 codes for emblems in my email that I never knew were there.
Oh my goodness. I do that sometimes.
That'll happen.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
The amount of times I have an emblem I completely forget about because we order so many pins. I'm like, oh yeah, I have all these. I should probably use them.
I keep hitting wrong button. So we got. I was about to say it out loud while typing.
Oh no.
And I was mouthing it, and I could hear my voice like, hey, and it's like, oh, wait, nope. Somebody's going to be super quick. I am shocked. We used to get a lot of emblems like donated, or we would just have them back a while now. And I was always so surprised by how fast people would be able to copy and redeem those.
Oh yeah.
Like, it blows my mind how fast some people are.
They're emblem gremlins.
Okay.
Emblems are awesome.
Yes, they are. I can't tell if the top of this is dirt or if it's the gold on it. How far does the gold come down? It's just this nub, right? It's just the nub. Yeah, it's just the nub. So, okay. I need an orangish golden kind of color. It's too much. Well, we're gonna mixy. Yeah. Let's do some lava. And then I'll start hitting it a little bit more. And after I get that, I will be able to put it in the dome thing and then start getting it together. Is yours like an ice type ghost bird?
No. I'm kind of just winging it. It can be.
It can be. Do you want it to be, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I know it's blues and white, so unintentionally, it's totally like made out of ice. I'm going for that calcified fragment look, and it also happens to look like ice, which is totally cool.
It is totally cool. I got the wrong brush for this. Now I know how Casey felt earlier.
Absolutely.
Casey, you going down to GCX this year?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have 2 booths actually in
2?
Artist Alley.
Ooh.
Yep. We
I
are
was thinking about that.
expanding.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll be right next to Banshee Bot Pete.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm actually so excited. I'm a little nervous though. It's kind of coming up fast. I'm not gonna
Yeah, it's coming up
lie.
a lot faster than I was expecting. I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Then all of a sudden, oh wait, no, it's like 3 months away. Oh,
It's like,
heck.
yeah, you need to be done in like 3 months. You need to be ready in 3 months.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me, they're like, oh, you prepping for GCX? I'm like, no. We have PAX East in 3 weeks. Then 2
Oh
weeks
my
after
gosh.
that, we have Anime Boston. And then 2 weeks after that, we have Too Many Games, and then we have GCX.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, that's about where I'm at too. At the end of the month, I have Arctic Comic Con, and then end of May, I have Des Moines Con. End of
Oh,
June, I'm getting married, and then it's end of July, GCX.
that's
So,
busy.
yeah, a little bit.
I do one show a year, and it's GCX, and that's it.
Hey, that's totally fine. Like, honestly, like,
yeah.
oil paintings take a long time. Like, you need that time to make it the best show you can make it, you know?
That's true. I do.
How's transportation for the oil paintings?
Yeah,
Because I
Big
know
safe
iResolute struggles
suitcases.
with that. Oh, you bring it
Yeah.
right on with you, like you
Oh
check
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. So it's funny because Joe and I live in the same area actually. We're not too far from each other.
Stop.
But basically, oh yeah, we're pretty close. I'm
I'm
just north of I'm in South Washington, so
I am gonna have you harass him for me.
please any excuse to drive down in the direction of In-N-Out Burger.
I will give you that excuse, and I will pay you for it. Just to go bother
So
Joe.
oh, that's not even. I packed 2 suitcases, basically, 4 suitcases actually. I have the most control over that, and the travel time is the least. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I could ship it, but then it's going to be traveling for several days, and the opportunity for something to go wrong is higher. Versus a suitcase, you know, the longest delay generally for a suitcase is 24 hours, and if I pack it myself, I kind of have an understanding of what the you know, how rough the baggage
Mhm.
handlers will be on it versus, you know,
Let's become best
if
friends.
it's
Yep.
in packaging, it'll just get tossed around, I don't know, by machines, by people on and off of planes, on and off of courier vehicles. Who knows how good the courier is going to be, etc. So, unfortunately, Southwest is changing their baggage policy. However, as long as I book before the 28th of May, I still can get 2 bags for free. And so, yeah, I just basically pack them really carefully in some good structured luggage and bring it on. That's it.
Nice.
But you also
That's
have
what
to
I do
figure,
too.
like, volume. I don't have a ton of volume. I'll have like 1 or 2 really large pieces, and then the rest are going to be kind of small, and then prints. And I ship the matte backs to Florida because I can just buy them with Amazon and ship them there. And then I assemble them when I'm there, and that's it. So it's not too bad. Definitely
Not bad at all.
nerve-wracking, but better than shipping. Shipping would worry
Yeah,
me.
I had to ship that big Elysium piece because it was too big to fit in a
Oh,
suitcase, and so I had to go to FedEx and use like one of those TV boxes. Like
yep.
they packed it really, really well actually. Like it was
That's
like,
good.
it's just like it was wrapped in bubble wrap and in cardboard, and then it was like a cardboard frame, so it wasn't actually touching the walls of the box. Like
Oh,
it was good.
nice.
But gosh, it was so nerve-wracking though. I'm just like, my baby, please get
And
here
so
in one piece.
expensive, I bet too. Like,
It was like
gosh,
150 bucks to ship it down
to
to
cover
Florida from Fairbanks.
an arm and a leg. It's crazy.
And
Yeah,
then
it was for charity though, so I'm not too like. I mean, yeah, it still hurt, but it's like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's worth it. That happened to me too with the Game to Give stuff. I had something go to Canada, and I've had stuff
Oh
go to
boy.
Canada before, and it was really not so bad. This time it was like less than a pound. I mean, it was like maybe 6 or 8 ounces because the artwork was really small and light, and it still cost me $40 to ship.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
which is crazy. That's crazy that it costs that
Yeah.
much for something so small.
It costs
uh,
a 10-ounce mental health kit going to Canada cost us around $22.
That's
oof.
crazy. But
When I traveled back, I did a study abroad trip to study painting. When I traveled back, we spent all the 2 months we were over in Europe with a painting we were doing ourselves. And so when we were on the way back, like getting ready to head back, our instructor was like, "I can ship it," and I was like, you've got the wrong person if you think I'm gonna ship something internationally, like, and also
Mhm.
let that out of my sight. No, 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 no. So I just like let it dry really well, and before I like varnished it and everything, I like took it off the stretcher bars, rolled it up, put it in a tube that lived on my back the rest of the time, and was like, that's it. That's what it's thinking. I'm not shipping that.
Did it make it back fine?
Oh yeah, no, they hang up everywhere I've lived. I put them up. I got them framed, everything. So I was like, I'm not shipping that. That's not happening. Because I can only imagine how expensive that is. Because they're
Yeah.
uh they're 18 by 24 oil paintings. So like, I was like,
Oh
no, no,
my,
no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My cat has decided to say hello.
Yeah, freaking Salt was the one who won the bid on that big ol' Elysium piece, go figure. But he has to take it back to Italy with them. And he's like, yeah,
Oh.
that would have been so. I think FedEx quoted him something crazy, like 2 grand to ship it from Florida to
What?
Italy. And I'm just
No
like, what
way.
the heck? So I think he just lives in Florida now with one of his buddies.
Oh my gosh.
So one of the things that I learned was shipping things with Darian's mental health. Never go to the if you can help it. Never go to the brick and mortars. They mostly are operated as like a third party entity for shipping,
Hmm.
and if you buy the label, have them go there and have them weigh it and measure it and then just walk out to the parking lot. If you generate the label yourself online, you're going to save about 50%.
Huh.
Really?
Like,
Who do you use to do that?
oh, would you like to know? No. Actually, Shippo. Use Shippo.
Oh, okay.
It's kind
Shippo
of
is,
like Pirate Ship too.
yeah.
Pirate Ship is the same way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stamps.com was terrible. We have a nonprofit account with Shippo, but it's night and day. Example: we sent a pelican down to MegaCon, weighed 71 pounds. Um, hey, Finjan, what's going on, buddy? Uh,
Hey, pigeon's here.
they wanted $236 to ship it down to Florida from upstate New York.
Oh
3 day
my
shipping.
gosh.
I said no, thank you. Left, went home, went into my office, printed a label, and it cost me $76. And then
Wow.
went right back to the same place and dropped it off. And they're like, "Oh, you're gonna buy the label?" I go, "No, I already did. This is the cost. Why are you so expensive?" He goes, "Yeah, we're not. Yeah, you're just better off." He goes, "We'd never be able to match that." A lot of these
Yep.
online platforms get extra discounts and stuff like that that they can't do in store. So if it's like a last ditch effort, do it. But if you can help it, at least just buy the label online. You'll save a lot
I
on
will
your
try
car
that.
insurance too.
Yeah, I still go into my post office and like sit in line and ship my stuff.
Oh, what a heathen! God, it's so archaic. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I stand. They're
No,
actually sick of me
I'm
at the post
Alaskan.
office.
I have an excuse.
True. When I go to the post office, they just leave the back. I have the code for the back door because I show up with giant mail bags of mental health kits to ship out. And they got sick of me going to the front and having to lug that heavy ass bag back. So they just gave me the code. So now Wendy, I just go in the front and tell her I'm there, and then I just go out back and I just I use the code for the door and I dump it right into one of the carts, and that's it. Dingo, are you gonna survive?
Wow.
What do you see, bud? Sees a city kitty out there or something. Yeah? What is it, old timer?
I just stole a chicken.
You stole a chicken?
Uh-huh. She was snoozing.
Oh.
There she is.
Yep.
She's so tiny.
It's
You're
not a
barely bigger than the ghost. Just barely.
it's not a stream
Oh my
with Bird
gosh.
Ninja if there's not a chicken. No. There's
Yeah, she's just chilling.
she is chilling. That one's always chilling. It's like a house cat.
No, literally. Yep, she's just hanging out in my lap now.
I want the paint to be too good on this because I want to weather it, which I'm going to be pretty close to doing here soon. Let me let this dry for a minute. Oh my gosh, Sadie Bear. I'm sitting here and I go to look at a monitor, and out of the corner of my eye, it's my daughter. It scared the bejesus out of me.
Excuse me.
What's going on, girl?
Good night.
Oh, good night. Sweet dreams. She's got an early day tomorrow. She's gonna go see Minecraft with her friend Keegan.
The movie.
Fun.
The movie.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Like the
Ooh.
live action one with Jack Black in it.
Yep. And Jason Moaba.
Moaba. Moaba Kawaba.
Moaba Koaba. Alright, now let me let that dry for a minute. So let me try and go to Casey's. And then what is going on with this? Why is that not? It's not picking up something. Why? Is it not picking? Oh, it's picking up. That's Spotify. That's why. Okay. What's this one? That's Spotify. Okay, so I know why nobody's getting any sound when I switch to the other cameras. Did that do it? Somebody say something.
Hello.
Hello.
That did it. All right, I figured it out.
Woohoo!
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's audio there. Audio on that one. Yeah, I hear somebody banging around. And then that one. Yeah. Ooh. I know that ghost shell, Justin.
Say what?
That looks really familiar.
Is there a ghost show in the game that looks like that? Because I need to swap.
Yeah, I think there is. Chat, does anybody know the name of that ghost shell? Dawning Emblem? It looks familiar. I literally saw one not that long ago. Oh, what's that? Nope, that's not it. Dawning Ghost Shell. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. It's the colors.
No. Focus on your ghost.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm confusing it with the Dreamer shell. It's kind of like the
Oh, yeah. I do love that shell, though. It's a good one.
it's a keeper. And then there's this one. It's Vigilant Shell. That's kind of similar to an extent, but it's like bedazzled a little bit. But it's got that same line work. Let me take a screenshot of this and then I'll put it on stream so chat can look at it and be like, yeah, that's pretty close. Add source. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Don't tell me it's not going to let me download it. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. Of course it's not going to let me. Why would it make anything easy? No. You know what? I'm going to cheat. Screenshot.
I believe in you, Jill.
Thank you. It's a struggle. So you can, if you're in chat, you can see that it's got very similar like line work in it. It's really cool. But
Okay,
thought
I gotta
there
give
was
the
another
hen
one.
back to the rooster. Say bye, Scoot.
Aw.
The little rooster is like making all sorts of noises. Like, where'd she go? Okay, I'll put you back. Oh, you little guy. You free little dude. There you go.
Let's put another one of those emblems out there. Go ahead, chat. 1 in 21 chance right here. Go ahead and enter !MH emblem in chat for your chance to win a
Yeah.
Mental Health at Bungie emblem. Off to bed, Sarah. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Good night, Sarah.
Good night.
Okay, so now I'm going to start beating this thing up a little bit.
It's just a lot of layering.
Yes, it is.
A lot of stippling.
Oh, God, stippling. Good Lord.
Sounds like you're going to have some bad dreams tonight just mentioning that.
Oh gosh, yep.
I have a friend who tattoos in a stipple style.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
just like, good luck, bud. It looks fantastic. It looks great. I'm just like, could not be me.
It's definitely not fun.
I have several tattoos that are stippled.
Do you really?
Yeah, on my legs. My tattoo artist kind of specializes in like dot work and stuff. So
Ooh.
I'm dedicating well, not dedicating, but I've given her my entire leg to work with. So we've got a bunch of different pieces going on, and several of the more recent ones have a lot of dot work. So I'm intimately familiar with stippled tattoos.
That's awesome.
I need a gunmetal kind of metal color. And a shiny silver. And then I'm gonna rust. And I'm gonna go small.
Casey, are you working on anything like any surprises for GCX?
I have a couple of things that I'm gonna keep a surprise, but I mean, I'll DM you about them. But
I was gonna say it's not
Ooh,
really a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
surprise if she says it right here.
right,
Yeah,
artist to artist, I'll definitely tell you. But
I'm cooking something too.
are you? Yeah, I'm really
Oh yeah.
excited. You can't reveal everything on stream because then it's like, but then when you get to GCX and you get to post it and people are like, "What? Where is
Like
this?
what?
Where do I find this?"
Oh, actually
So,
no, I can reveal a little bit. I just actually got the proofs for them last week.
oh,
Or I posted about them,
wait,
but
did you? Hang on.
I did
I need to
but
go look.
these guys, the if you look at the stream at my
Oh,
camera
yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah. Yeah.
little like illustration boards with like the popular raid bosses.
Oh,
Super, super
cool.
cool.
Oh, I
Yeah, those are
remember that
sick.
idea.
Yeah,
Very
It's
rad.
come to
I
life.
finally did it.
Nice. Yo, Crusader coming in with
Oh my
54.
gosh.
What a big raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Hey.
So many people.
I'm painting here. Yes, you are. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. We are in the middle of our mindful painting night, having a great time, some great conversations and chats, just a general chill night, and we're doing something really special. We are painting ghosts. Crusader, thank you so much for the 26 months sub. We're all painting individual ghosts, and from top left all the way around, we have Bird Ninja, Casey Rue, Justin, and myself, Joe. And we each are doing different styles and everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and say the three of them are making me look really bad right now because I'm
Nah.
looking at this stuff and I'm like, holy crow. I took a file to mine and it looks just like a regular ghost at the moment, but just like
Give
somebody
yourself
said at
some
the top.
credit for that weathering. It's so cool.
Oh, I'm not even done with the weathering yet.
It looks great.
That's a base for it. This is battle damage right now, just for because this ghost was lost. You know, it was damaged and has since been missing and just laying dormant. And I want to kind of capture that moment. And yeah, they're all crushing it. Okay, Joe's losing. Got it. Yep. Yep. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nah, you're doing great.
Yep. So I'm really excited to see how all of these, how all the ghosts come out. It's going to be really, really, really cool to see. I think this is a great opportunity too. And if you would like to make your own ghost, paint your own ghost, the Bungie site has them on the Bungie store for $20, which is quite a steal for something like this because painting miniatures
Yup.
and models can be really, really expensive. Like 40K, you're looking at $45 and up.
Yeah.
Well,
Per model.
45? 45. Yeah, I wish.
What? It's $45 for a set of Space Marines.
Yeah.
Is it different in Canada? Or in
I'm not in
Alaska?
Canada.
Well, you're above
I guess,
Canada. I mean,
yeah, I guess I'm Canada adjacent, you know?
yeah.
Not, it's just shipping. They're like 50 or 60 bucks.
All right. So, $20. That's a pretty good deal to get something to paint and create yourself. You know, it's very different, very unique. I love this opportunity right here, and I'm gonna give it more damage. So now I'm battling mine up a little bit, just to. Kind of add that in there a little bit. And then we're going to go over it again with a shiny silver layer. Touch it up a bit. Because this is going to rest kind of like this. So I want most of the damage to be kind of visible. So if I can get it to lay like that, it should be fine. I'm not super excited how that black is turning out around this edge. So I'm gonna touch that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually finish this on stream. This is taking a lot of layers.
Oh yeah, ain't no way I'm finishing this thing.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a process right here. But when it's done, it's gonna be super cool.
I think that's an excuse to schedule a part 2 to this, don't you
Ah.
think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's up to all you. If you want to do a part 2, I can
down.
definitely put this in the terrarium and not touch it for a bit and come back, you know, when everybody's got time.
I'm absolutely down.
Oh, very cool. What about you, Justin?
No complaints from me.
The only complaint I'll have with you, Justin, is you haven't done a dungeon or anything with me yet.
Listen, I'm available. I'm trying to get some raids going.
Oh yeah, dude, I have not done a raid in Destiny since Kingsfall came out again.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my goodness.
Are you
There's been so
serious,
many cool
dude?
raids.
Yeah, I
Except-
haven't
well,
done any raids.
Don't worry, you didn't miss
Joe.
out on the final shape raid. That one's for people who like to suffer, I think.
What is it?
No, you're totally right on that one.
That's the Salvation's Edge. That one's for that's for people who just want to be miserable, honestly. My partner gets the jackets every time he gets his friends together, they get the raid jacket. And so they were struggling to keep a group of 6. He's like, "Can you help?" I was like, "I would rather not day one this, but I want you to get this jacket, so I will do this." And like 2 encounters in, I was like, "I want you to know how much I love you. I would do this for no one else. This is horrible."
This is torture.
It's true though. Like I wanted the raid jacket and I barely got it in time. It was a struggle.
It's a rough one. I mean, it's visually super cool. Like aesthetic,
100%.
love it. Mechanic wise, I'm like, listen, you tell me to do one thing and one thing only, I will do that thing.
Middle Bubble Titan. That's my role right there.
You gotta go. You gotta pull the Thunder Crash, the champion as soon as it pops up. That's what that's your role. That's what I do.
I haven't done any dungeons or any raids. I did the King's Fall. I haven't been back into Crota. Or no, we went into Crota during a charity stream, but we never made it through Lanterns. because people kept donating and messing
Oh.
us up. So we
Oh.
never
Oh, God.
we never even made it through the lanterns, and like it got to the end, it's like, okay, we're not going to do any incentives. We're just going to get through the lanterns right here. And at that point we were so tilted, it's like, we ain't getting through the lanterns. All right, this was fun. I got hit with so many pies and everything that time. Yeah, there was no there, it was just done. And
Yeah.
but I didn't do I haven't done any of them since the one on the pyramid ship, the very first one.
Oh,
Oh
Val.
wow.
Val.
Okay.
That was it. But I will go
That
in and
was my favorite
solo
raid.
dungeons. Like I can go in and do dungeons. I can LFG dungeons. I can, you know, if you need to do a dungeon, I'm with you. I can do it.
The two most recent ones are really fun.
They are.
For the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I've been enjoying them.
They're really fun. Um,
Actually, to tell you the truth, I brought Dr. Goku and Blake through the newest one, and unfortunately, I had to go to work at like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, hey, I got a call, I gotta go. I can see if somebody can fill in real quick, and it was at the boss fight, like literally right at the very end, and I had to split,
Oh.
and
Oh.
it yeah, so they never finished it, so I still have to go back in with them and finish that with Doc and
Mhm.
Blake. Actually, Doc and Doc. It's just weird to say. It's like a bad Bugs Bunny joke. I don't think we're going to have anything new at GCX this year. We're in talks for doing something down there, a different space, if they
That's what you're saying,
get
yeah.
approval for it. And I think it would be really beneficial for all of the visitors and attendees and everybody. I think it would be really great to see that support, and it's also being requested, so I don't see why they wouldn't, especially if there are, you know, parties asking for it specifically. So we have no problem making that happen. Plus, it gives me something else to do
Ooh.
while I'm down there.
Speaking of other things to do, hey Joe, you want to be a part of my stamp rally?
You're what?
Ooh.
So me and a couple of other artists are plotting a stamp rally for
Oh.
GCX,
Sure.
and it basically encourages attendees to go around and check out the entire event.
Yep.
They
We've been a
they
part
go
of
like,
those before. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Actually, I think
cool.
we're doing one out in Boston.
Oh, awesome.
With Omnivore Games. And
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, they're cool.
I think it's Chronicle RPG, maybe? I know we're in a couple things. No, yeah, that would be fun.
I'm gonna get a
Sweet.
custom stamp made for it. I'm actually really excited.
Me too.
We have
Yeah,
a
I
Guardians
got
Mental
a.
Health stamp already. If that
There you
Oh,
go.
means
perfect.
anything.
You don't even have to do any extra work. You already have the
Yeah.
stamp.
Yeah, because my youngest daughter came to a convention and she wanted to do hand stamps, so I literally went out and had a GMH stamp made so she could do stamps for people. And the stamp ink is actually for skin. It's hypoallergenic
Oh, that's awesome.
and everything, so it's ready to go.
Nice.
We're in it. Yeah, no.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
keep you
in a
posted.
10x10 this year.
Nice.
Yeah, so, but they're gonna try and get us as close to the artist alley as possible,
Excellent.
because last year we were kind of like it kind of lost in the back.
Yeah, like you and like Straya, like you guys were just tucked away in the back, and
Yeah.
it wasn't really a good layout.
No, especially for the full booths and the the full booths and exhibitors and everything. Like the flow was just weird. Plus, people didn't really know you could go that way because the way the walls were, it was like blue curtains, and then it was like yellow, and it looked like this is staff only. Like
Mhm.
you're not supposed to go any further than here, and unfortunately, people started finding us after they like went into the PvP section or the lane party,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, here you guys are. And it's like, yeah, grab a
Yep,
kit,
we're here.
get me a water, send help. No, it was good. Actually, I think I went by your booth, Casey, and gave you a mental health kit towards the end.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was right by the. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
had to pay for it, but I was right by the exit. It's right
Yeah.
next to the St. Jude stuff.
Yeah, that was
So.
one thing we always like to do towards the end. We like to go to the exhibitors and everything, and usually throughout, either if it's like a long multi-day, we'll hit towards the end of the first day or something, see how many people are working a booth or whatnot, and then give everybody their a mental health kit. That way they have sensory items or something to do, and breathing techniques and stuff like that. So it's not just for the attendees and everything, it's for everybody that's at the convention in general. So we try and go around. Sometimes I get weird looks. Sometimes people are like, oh yeah, absolutely, I got one last year, that would be great, we have 6 people with us. So
Yeah, that was really cool. It was super, super cool. I was like, oh, I was surprised that you were thinking of exhibitors too. I was grateful for that.
oh yeah, no, we always do, absolutely. When we do quiet rooms and stuff, we encourage staff members, and the volunteers and everything at the venue to come hang out in there as well too, because you're in the crowd the entire time, so you finding a quiet space to just kind of like de-stress from everything is just as important for the volunteers and everything. And we found that out at Anime Boston. We do the quiet room out there, and we found out that it was super impactful for their staff members to come in there who aren't exactly used to that amount of people or that kind of like atmosphere. So it was really nice for them to come in. Plus it's just really cool, actually, to tell you the truth. If you've never been to an anime convention, check one out, because I've never seen some of the best cosplays I've ever seen in my life were at anime shows, and it's like, oh my god, how are you walking in this thing?
Oh yeah.
New York City Comic Con's a big one too. We have a proposal in to do their quiet room this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. And it's not far away.
Coming up fast.
Oh,
hey, Con, what's up?
Con? Hey.
We are painting some ghosts.
We are indeed.
I need to actually like look. I don't have my monitors at this desk. I actually need to go to my other desk and see what you guys are doing. Hang on. Show off your stuff. Ooh. Gosh, Casey, what the heck, dude?
Oh yeah.
That...
Right.
What? I'm just sitting here like tapping my brush against my ghost to try and get like an attempt at gradients, and
you're left.
Here you are with all the fine line work.
Girl, I'm telling you, my hand is dead.
I believe it.
Wow, that is incredible.
It's just such an awkward shape, It's like having to hold, because I'm like holding my brush like, or my pen like this. It's super, super awkward. But this is, it's funny because I was thinking of like what theme to do for my ghost, and I was like, ooh, I could do like a cool tattoo style snake. I could do, and I was like, okay, do something that is along the theme of like Guardian's mental health, and something that is calming to my brain is just like simple line work. And so I'm doing simple line work, and then I may do kintsugi and do like maybe some hot glue with like gold leaf on it to make it look like it's cracked in places.
Oh my gosh.
And then I want to do the eye of the ghost gold as well.
Oh,
We'll see. Or
You're being
I
a
have
try hard, and I love
no,
it.
I just love crafty things like this. It's like things that are out of my usual, that it's like you eat a bunch of savory food and then you have some sweet and it's like, oh, this is delicious and now I appreciate the savory food even more kind of thing. And so that's what this is. A break from my normal savory food. It's a little bit of dessert for me.
It always goes back to food.
Yep, it does.
That's fun.
Welcome to my brain. If I wasn't an artist, I would have been a cook.
See, my dad's a cook.
Yeah?
Yeah, it never rubbed off on me though. Like I like pen and paper more.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
cooking's hard. If
Cooking.
Cody wasn't around,
Yeah.
I'd starve.
Oh. I did the culinary school thing, and then I was like, man, I sure don't want to work for the rest of my life on weekends and holidays. So now cooking is just a passion and not a career.
Mm. We've been rocking the new emblem since it's been released. Hell yeah, dude. I've been rocking that emblem too.
You hold the brush so softly, Justin.
Painter's touch. Also, because if I hold it tight, then my hand cramps. It's a bad time.
Fair. Oh, and look at that. Birds is looking pretty good too.
Yeah, the gradient
liking
on it
the
is actually
gradient.
insane.
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
very happy with it. I think what I'll do is I'll do some dry brushing to get like that frosted cracked look with a sponge or something. And
Mm,
then I'll work on the base and start putting in these like little tufts of plant material and stuff.
that's super cool. The terrarium idea is so smart.
Now, see, the problem I'm going to run into is I didn't measure the base, and so the top of the terrarium doesn't actually fit that
Oh
well on top of the
no.
ghost. So after I do all this hard work, I'm going to have to take a knife to it and trim away the shit that's in the
No.
way.
Oh
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Oh
What's
yeah,
the
no,
material of the base?
it's foam, so I can do it.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah,
That's
it's gonna be a fun
wild.
time.
Now you got the wooden base one, right? The terrarium
Yep.
or whatever. Yeah, that's the. I was looking at that one, and then when I measured it, it was a little wonky. Not by much.
Yeah,
though.
that's why I chopped off the back ass of the ghost. Back ass, front. What? That implies there's a front ass. Never mind. Ignore me. Words are hard.
Front butt.
Yep.
Words are hard. I'll be the first to admit that. I mess up all the time.
Same.
How do words good? Couldn't tell you.
Ask Dr. Williams. He speaks very well. I do not. Let's get a wash on this and start muddling it up a bit.
I know you started a giveaway a little while ago. Did you pull it yet?
I did not. I probably should.
I'm here to remind you.
Thank you. I need that.
I would have
Like I
forgotten
said.
to be honest.
All right. Exclamation point. MH emblem in chat to enter to win one of the Mental Health at Bungie emblems that you see at the center and the bottom right there. If you would like to purchase it as well, exclamation point emblem will bring you directly to the campaign right there, which for $10 will get you the emblem, but also support us here at Guardians Mental Health, which is a win-win. Cannot deny it. And I'm kind of curious. I haven't looked at it. Oh my gosh.
It was like at 33, I
Yep,
think, or
it is.
32 last time I
No,
looked.
it's at 33.6.
Wow, that's actually insane.
That's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
And you know what's really cool and kind of odd to me? It's every $10, and there's always like a $1, like, or a $2. It's like, how does that get there?
Somebody just felt like donating a little extra, maybe.
Yeah,
Couple bucks.
$12.
Yep.
I like to, like, it used to be for the charity campaigns when we would host them for our charity stream weekends and stuff. We would always have somebody would donate like 40 cents or something, and it drives one of our staff members absolutely insane. Like, he cannot stand.
Is it Matt?
No, not at all. It's Nate. Nate
Okay, that was gonna be my
cannot stand
second
it.
guess.
Yeah, he'll wait a little bit, but before the end of that block, he's gonna donate to make it a whole number again, because he will lose sleep over it. Like, if it's not a whole number, if there's change, and now
That's so
I actually
funny.
have it turned off, so it has to be a whole number. Just I didn't want to antagonize him anymore, but it is quite comical actually. I think it is, at least. All right. So we'll give that one more minute. Not sure on the weathering on this guy though. I'm starting to get it all muddled and everything. I'm starting to get the brown and stuff like that to try and start doing something. All right, we're gonna pull this. Empress Jody, congratulations. You have won the next emblem. Congrats. And then when we go to get off, we're right about time to call it, just because we don't want to, watch anybody fall asleep with a paintbrush in their hand. But everybody seems real interested to be, to jump into it, another time as well too. So
Yeah, when do we want to do it?
Absolutely.
I'm all for it. We will. I would say we'll figure it out in DM. Probably not too long. Probably like a couple weeks or something like that. If you're down, if everybody's down.
Sure thing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
actually have Saturdays open now because D&D is going on hiatus for a couple of weeks. So
Oh. So we could do a Saturday night if need be.
we could, if that's
Alright.
easier.
Don't know. We'll have to see what everybody's schedule is. CC. Oh wait, I'm doing it again. I'm that guy.
Professional streamer, everybody.
Yep. Yep. Every day.
It's funny, if we're right about to call it, that means I'm like exactly halfway done. Just about exactly halfway done.
Perfect. Me,
The
I'm
timing.
just gonna start muddling it up, and this is the base that I gotta get. You know what? I should probably should have pulled this out a little bit sooner. That way I could start getting the colors to match and everything a little bit better. So got that there, and then the ghost.
Yeah, all in all, I'm pretty
Remove this
happy with
butterfly.
this.
That looks great.
This is gonna
It's
sit.
super cool.
This is gonna sit kind of like that.
Yeah, I think between now and next time, I'll do the knife work of getting the glass to fit on the base off stream.
So you're not hacking away on the stream.
I mean, I was doing that earlier.
Oh,
But yeah. Yeah, some highlights, some base work, and then gluing all the plants on. I think I can call it done. But that's definitely another session's worth of stuff, so.
Definitely. Because now, what I have to do now is just start muddling it up and make it look like it's been lost in the mud for freaking ever, and then start putting like moss on it and building it up, and then I gotta put the butterfly on it, which that is gonna be super difficult because I'm not really sure whereabouts it's gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere, dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. Put that over there. That I don't like how that swash came out, but
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
we did just become best friends. Dirty effing hippie.
Oh, hey, I
There
recognize that
you.
name.
How you doing? Thank you, Joe. You already bought yours? You're going to give the emblem away to one of your mods? Aw, that's so sweet, Jody. That's very nice of you. I got to start muddling this up.
Craft some vibes. Heck yeah. Yeah. We got some good vibes over here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
My chickens have escaped.
Oh.
That sounds like a issue.
But Cody is awake, so he'll probably bring them back. So I don't have to get up.
So you're using a gel pen?
So this is just a jelly roll pen. So I'm basically, because these lines need to be really skinny, so I'm doing the gel pen and then I'm going over it with like a very light bit of the acrylic just to seal it. And then I figure once I'm all done with it, I'll use a spray varnish on it just to seal everything in. But yeah, just a little gel pen, the kind I used to love when I was in high school. They were just so fun to write with. All the different pastel colors, but the white ones come in handy a lot.
I see that. It's crazy because it looks like it's etched right into the ghost, and it's so cool.
Oh, thanks, man. This is turning out really fun. I like it a lot.
And then there's Bird with birds.
Oh, there they are. They're like, we almost escaped.
Oh no, they're in heaven. They
Oh, yeah.
that one's so
Yep,
small.
The amount of
Yeah,
cuddles
he's
those
so
birds
tiny.
get, I'm envious.
Oh my gosh. They're spoiled. Don't let them fool you. Okay, Scooter.
What a life to be cuddled and fed and cared for.
Yeah,
Sounds
right.
incredible.
Yeah.
Sleep where you want, poop where you want. My goodness. The life of one of Bird's birds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Jealous.
Yup. They won the chicken lottery.
They did. The
It's-
luxury. In the lap of luxury.
It's funny too because she's like Vanna Whiting it by just going back and forth with it, and it's just so used to the movements and being handled. It's kind of very comical.
This is my life.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, what of it? This is my life.
Okay, little dude, you are so loud. I booted him to the floor, and he is not happy. Yeah, no, that one I was showing off, Scooter, she's going on 9 years old, so she's definitely used to it.
Oh my god.
She's pretty cool.
You know, your ghost, Justin, really looks. I know I brought up the other reference of a ghost shell that looked similar, but now that I'm looking at it, it really reminds me of those broken Japanese bowls, the kitsugi,
Kintsugi,
Kintsugi.
yeah.
Yeah.
kintsugi.
That
Yeah.
was kind of the direction I was going, and then I just kept going because I was having fun with it. But I like dark blue and gold together, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna have fun with that. So I just kind of kept going. Um, yeah, but yeah,
love
that
it.
was kind of the vibe I was going after for a little bit.
I love it so far. Everybody,
Thank you.
everybody's looks fantastic. Don't look at mine. Mine looks like a generic one that just fell out of the sky. At the moment, I got to do a lot more muddling
No, you've got that
before
really
it.
cool weathering on it. Honestly, it looks very like
It's gonna
realistic
get there.
weathering.
Well, I hope so. I did take a file to it. But I did go over
Yeah, that
it
would
with
do it.
everything. Yeah, that'll do it. But there is rusting. I have the rusting and everything on it. Because it was scraped up, and it was scraped up a long time ago. And the mud is starting to show up and everything like that. So I'm trying to get a base on that. That way I can start building. Those are the areas that I have that I'm going to put the moss. So I wanted it kind of like muddled underneath. That way when I get the moss and start doing the texture and everything on it, that it's not going to be looking flush, like just clean underneath with very little fading.
Yeah.
So I wanted a little bit darker underneath and muddled, like, have you ever picked up like a piece of moss off like a tree stump or whatever, and it's all like gooky underneath? That's what I'm kind of going for. Is these are the areas that I'm gonna have the moss sitting on it. So it'll be sitting at an angle, like kind of similar to which way my camera is, but the moss will be sitting off the edge of the ghost right here and growing into like the eye, and then same thing up here and then off to one side. Since it'll be sitting at an angle, that moss will be getting all the sunlight versus underneath, and it's going to kind of follow a light source for all of that stuff. So I got all the base down, and now I just got to start doing the weathering a little bit more, and then start building up with the moss, and then put the butterfly and everything on it and put it in my little terrarium.
Very, very well thought
and
out.
this is my little terrarium that I put together. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then I'll have vines that will go over it as well too, that tie into the base. So it'll be a work in progress, but I'm real excited for it though. And then we did this little guy on. Oh, now I know why, because my camera's upside down. I usually flip it, and then I did this little guy not too long ago. This was on the
cool.
charity stream. Yeah, we were doing a charity stream, and I was painting in the morning. It was tea time with Joe.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then we have this guy. I just finished his base, but I still have to do his highlights and everything for his armor. So, getting there.
That's really cool.
The great thing that I like to say every time there's a painting night, this in the end, this is your model, your miniature. Don't feel like you have to paint it in an hour and be done and throw it on a table or on a shelf somewhere. Take your time. Like I said earlier, these painting miniatures and models and stuff can be very expensive. This is one of the best deals that I've seen since I've started painting, with getting something of this size for $20 to paint, and it's all ready to go. Like, it's so cool, and you can express so many different, there's so many different ways to be creative with it and to express yourself and everything else that you want to do through this for $20. I mean, that's an absolute killer deal. Plus, it's your own ghost. I mean, it's wicked cool, for one. And take your time. I mean, even though it's $20, get your $20 out of it. Take 3-4 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours. Take as long as you want. Stretch it out. Come back to it. Paint for an hour or two. Really ground yourself in the hobby and in into the the painting and everything, and being artistic with everything. Don't feel like you have to rush it to put ink or paint to to canvas like immediately. Like, take your time. If you want to take an hour just highlighting one edge, do it for an hour, and then you know what, after about 2-3 hours, it's like, yeah, you know what, there's a new Reacher on, let's go watch that, and go do that, and then come back to it the next day. Let it dry and then pick it up. Have it be like a weekly routine, and have it be like a grounding exercise for yourself or an activity. And it's always it's so rewarding in the end as well too.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So, Polly, if you want, I can make a couple smaller ones that are glued together and all white if you want to do this again.
I won't say no.
Yeah, absolutely,
Oh,
Polly.
cool.
Yeah, I won't say no. Yeah.
I also know shipping to Alaska is a little expensive. If you want to send me the files, I can just print it out on my 3D printer.
Oh, that's cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Save a few bucks.
Yes. All right. So, we are 2 hours and 40 minutes in. Yes, that is an orc shaman. It was. Yep. It was an orc shaman for our charity stream that we did 2 weeks ago for our Spring Into Action campaign. I did a in the morning with tea. I did a orc shaman with everybody, and I let everybody kind of pick the colors and stuff like that. And we had a great conversation about mindfulness and grounding and utilizing, miniature painting in different ways, and also setting up a calm, relaxing environment around you to kind of surround yourself and get into the activity more. But also, if you want, our requests are open for our mindful painting kits. So our mental health kits are available right now, but also our mindful painting kits. So inside each of these kits, these are carefully crafted and put together to provide individuals all of the essential supplies one would need to start painting or utilizing miniature painting in therapeutic ways and for self-care. So inside you'll find a miniature already assembled and primed for you, ready to go. 6 different paints, a variety of paints. The ones in these kits are from our friends at Turbo Dork. Greg and Meredith are so supportive and so wonderful over at Turbo Dork. They provided 6 different paints, so you have a wide range, and you will get a lot of painting and miniatures out of those. They're full bottles, too. You'll get a variety of paint brushes, brush holders, collapsible water cups, physical reminder bracelet, as well as a pop bubble pad to be used as a paint palette. And I say that because you can use them for a paint palette. The pop bubble pads, like everybody's got one in a drawer somewhere at this point. Use it for painting. Take it out. All the individual cups in the pop bubble pad, you can put your initial paints in. Then you can put in your diluted ones, your blends and everything in each individual cup. And when you're done painting, just let it dry, and it's its own satisfying reward just by popping out the paints out of them, and they come right out. It's all silicone. They clean up real easy. But also you'll find printed resources like breathing, grounding exercises, safety crisis plans, next step contact cards, paint by numbers card, where somebody on our team will actually be painting the miniature that you have in your kit, so you can follow along with them. They're using the same, colors and everything, and so you're not discouraged or you feel like you're going to be lost. So if you want a little bit of help, you can watch one of those. We also have a insert in there for communities, as well as guides and tutorials and stuff if you want more information. But all these are 100% free, and we provide them to individuals who are underprivileged and may not have the means to go out and get all the supplies, because it can be really expensive. $7 per paint, adds up after a while. So to have brushes and paints and everything all right there for you to help you have another toolkit is so meaningful. I'm trying to find a link. I don't think I ever put a command in. We're gonna find out. I don't think I did. Nope. I'm gonna have to fix that. And we'll do this right here. All right, we're going to give away one more emblem right before we jump off. So if you would like to enter to win the Mental Health at Bungie emblem, go ahead and enter !MH emblem in the chat. We're going to let that go for about a minute or two, and then we're going to pull it. That way I can let them all get to bed and get all rested and have fun with the rest of their night. And Bird, Casey, Justin, thank you so much, so much for being on and a part of this. I hope you found it to be calm and casual and just a fun time. Hopefully, you're not discouraged to come back for another painting session.
No, this was
No,
a
it was
lot of fun.
wonderful.
Yep.
This was so much fun.
Yeah. Next, and you know what? If Polly will paint little miniature ones, we could get 4 or 5 of them together and be like, okay, you have 4 or 5 mini ghosts. What can you do with them?
I would eat that up.
It would be super creative. I would love that opportunity as well too. I think that would be super neat. Like the little keychain ghosts. Does anybody remember those?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get 4 or 5 ghosts of that size, and then send all 3. Have all 4 of us get those in and go, okay, these are yours. What are you gonna do with them? And then explore that creativity there as well too. I think that would be super fun. Okay, we're gonna pull that right here. And Silver Bullet, congratulations.
Oh, Silver.
Does he win a lot?
No, just a really sweet person. Definitely an excellent person to win.
Well, that makes me happy. I'm so glad that they won that. Go ahead, Silver, and get with me in DM or Whisper, and I will get you your emblem code to you. And I'm trying to type on something that I'm not logged into. I don't know why I did that.
Oh.
I do that. I'm not, for some reason, on OBS or Streamlabs, I'm signed in to stream to the Guardians Mental Health channel and everything. I can do everything there, but I cannot type in chat because it doesn't think I'm logged in for some reason.
Oh.
So if I try and type in that in the pop-out chat, it won't let me. I have to do it in... Yeah, it's okay. It's late. Okay. All right. Does anybody see anybody on that we can raid? Possibly. Oh, there's a bunch of people on tonight. Bird, how long are you going to be on for?
I think I'm actually gonna hop off
Okay.
after this. I got some client work I need to work on.
All right. I think we got clean primal 40 corn. You know what? Do we want to keep the art train going?
Sure.
I think we do.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I see Young Khan's on. I love seeing.
Oh yeah.
I love. And it's Friday, so I think he's got music on tonight. Stick around, everybody. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here with us and sharing in this. This has been super fun. I'm gonna try my darndest to not touch this until we come
Right?
back. Yeah, because I'm
It's gonna be
gonna
so
want
hard.
to. So, we usually do a mindful painting night every week or every 2 weeks. So I'll get with everybody in DM and we'll see when we'll come together and do the next one. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Awesome.
Fun hanging out. Thank you guys so much.